In today's matchup, we have King Ghidorah versus Surtur. Now, in this matchup, this is a fan-requested matchup, and it is a matchup between a MonsterVerse character and a superhero MCU character. In this matchup, we have King Ghidorah standing at right around 521 feet tall, while Surtur is standing somewhere between 900 to 1,000 feet tall. King Ghidorah is one of the most OP kaijus monsters in the MonsterVerse, while Surtur is a fire demon and is one of the biggest characters ever seen on screen in the MCU. What King Ghidorah has coming into battle includes the gravity beams on the 3 heads, the 2 deadly tails, the 2 wings that are able to cause hurricanes, category 5, the ability of flight, and which causes the hurricanes, and the ability of regeneration. While Surtur comes into battle, being a fire demon, being able to summon fire, and also has the Twilight Sword, which is able to stab and actually shoot the fire out. He also possesses superhuman strength and durability. Now, as far as what these characters have done in their respective movies, King Ghidorah has a long history with Godzilla and just a long history with Earth in general through the cave paintings, but was able to successfully defeat Godzilla, Rodan, and Mothra in Godzilla King of the Monsters. Was able to actually kill Mothra, get to the point where he could have killed Godzilla if it wasn't from help from other creatures and characters, and was able to create the hurricane in DC with the category 5, basically causing havoc all over the world. Now, Surtur has a very long history as well. Obviously, through the comics, there are a lot of items that Surtur has accomplished, but in the movie, Surtur was able to fight off Thor in his weakest state, and literally his weakest state was almost able to overpower Thor. Then at the very end, once his crown is reunited with the Eternal Flame, was able to fight off Hulk easily, pick him up, just throw him right off, even though Hulk did kind of knock him back a little bit, and then was able to kill Hela, who is an interdimensional super villain that is very powerful, and then was able to destroy Asgard and explode it, which is fulfilling his destiny of destroying Asgard in the end. Now, as far as breaking this down, this would be an epic matchup. Now, the size difference is pretty severe. Surtur is significantly bigger, but I still think this would be an interesting matchup. And based on these last factors, I do think it'd be a closer matchup than I originally thought. Now, size does go to Surtur. Surtur's just way bigger. Size easily goes to him. Speed and agility, however, does go to King Ghidorah, because Surtur is fairly quick in the beginning in his weaker state when he's smaller, but at the end, with how big he is, it's pretty obvious that he is so slow and much slower than King Ghidorah. Durability I would give to King Ghidorah, and for this reason I say because in his weakest state, Thor was able to knock the crown off fairly easily by going into him, and even at the end, when Surtur is being stabbed by Hela, it doesn't really seem like it takes that much to stab through him, and he's able to die and disintegrate at the end when Asgard gets destroyed. It's stated, and like I said earlier, that he has a good durability because he's a superhuman, but King Ghidorah has that regeneration, and so for that reason I do give durability to King Ghidorah, but feats I give to Surtur, because Surtur was able to take down an interdimensional supervillain in Hela, was able to destroy Asgard, and with all the history behind Surtur, and being able to throw off Hulk like he's nothing when Hulk just defeated Fenris Wolf, and being able to kill Hela, feats would go to Surtur in this battle. And the final item I think that would determine this battle is weapons, and Surtur holds the Twilight Sword, which is a giant sword that I just really see doing some major damage if it connects with King Ghidorah. And that's why in the end, I think that King Ghidorah is quicker and has that regeneration, which would make a big difference. But I think Surtur is too big, his weapons are too deadly, and I think that Twilight Sword, if it lands a blow on King Ghidorah, would be too devastating. I don't think King Ghidorah would have enough time to even regenerate, because by the time Surtur lands one hit, he's already swinging to make another hit, and even though King Ghidorah can fly and would make a difference in using those gravity beams, it would be difficult for King Ghidorah to really get the kill. If he got up close, tries to bite the crown off, there might be a chance using those tails and being able to fly around, but ultimately that sword is just too massive, and Surtur would be able to deliver hit after hit, and I think it would only take a few hits to actually take down King Ghidorah in the end, damage that body, and get the win in this fight. But make sure you let me know down below who you think will win in this matchup. I do think this would be a crazy matchup. This is a fan recommendation, and I do think that it'd be close, but I think ultimately that Surtur would get the win in the end of this fight. He's just too big, too powerful, and that's how I think this matchup would go down. Make sure you let me know down below who you think will win, and thanks for watching.